Hello, my name is Mars, and today I will be playing The Rise of the Golden Idol. This is the sequel to The Case of the Golden Idol, a detective logic puzzle game which I played when it came out and I really enjoyed. Basically, how that game, and presumably this game as well, work is that it shows you like a freeze frame of something horrible and bizarre happening, and it's up to you to investigate the scene and use your logic and reasoning to kind of describe and explain what exactly is going on. I really loved the first game. I thought it was so weird and clever and fun, and I played both DLCs as well, so I feel like I am well prepared to investigate the Golden Idol even more deeply. I have my notebook sitting right next to me because I'm sure I'm gonna need it. I guess let's just play. What is this? We click on it. Constriction. A murderous way out. Alright. In this game, you will solve scenarios involving murder and other strange events. You will do this by dragging words into the correct slots within sentences. Solve this example puzzle. Police needed to gather evidence to prove that the death had been a murder. And it tells you everything is correct. Alright. To solve a scenario, you must first explore the location by clicking on all hotspots and gathering all words. Alright, so this looks like it's a hospital of some sort and someone is strangling somebody else. Maybe a patient, like strangling an orderly or something. Alright, so let's click on the hotspots. Baton. A rubber baton. Yes, so we need to collect words first. Something discovered. Okay, that's a spot discovered. Patients in Special Care Unit C. Alright, let's collect all those words. Alexander Jenkins, or Jensen, Pacific War veteran. Oriel Toussaint, Professor of Ancient Lemurian History. Mason Turner, Accountant, Repeat Murderer. And Ivy Hayes, Beauty Salon Manager. Okay. Alright, that has a check mark next to it, I think. Sweet Pines. A pack of Sweet Pines cigarettes. These are the things, by the way, that he has in his pocket. A ring of keys. Key. So this does indeed seem like it's the man being murdered is the doctor or the orderly. Morgue Braca. Prison, asylum, hotel. I'm guessing it's an asylum. Which is not the best location for a murder mystery, I don't think, because it usually portrays the mentally ill in a not great way, but I'll live with it. It's fine. Alright, who's this guy? Prom, Napol, prom. Alright, he doesn't have any spots on his body, and this is what he's saying. He might be speaking a different language. A chewed cloth strap. Strap, okay. Straitjacket from Redwood, okay. So he chewed through his straitjacket. Not a well-made straitjacket, it seems. Alright, and we looked at all the things. So these are all our words. These are all the names. These are all the items, and these are the locations it could be. Next, click on the following elements in the bottom bar to open them. Words, names. You can organize the words in your inventory however you like. Try moving some around. Okay. We can put this here. You can quickly hide and show all the elements you last had open by pressing the I button or space on your keyboard. Okay. Now you are on your own to solve the mystery at hand. Okay. Events. Okay, these are all the things we usually have to fill in. It's starting us off easy. a lot of the times it'll have us fill in a lot more like detailed information, but to start us off, we need to figure out the people's names, and we need to say, we need to fill all these things in. Okay, so the first thing I think, well, we know what this man's name is, Morg Braca. So that's an easy one to fill out. So, Morg Braca. And I think we can find out what this man's name is by looking at this list. Alright. So, Ivy Hayes, that seems like a woman. We're inside a cell. So I think if this is 201 and the next is 203, then this must be 202. So this must be whoever is living in 202. So Auriel Toussaint. Okay. And if I get this right, they improve the interface quite a lot. I like this. Different things that we can open and close. I quite like how they've changed the interface up. Okay, so it was Auriel Toussaint. Everything is correct. All right. It tells us that. So now, okay, so Auriel Toussaint was a professor. The professor, and then I think we can, yes, we can pull these over from here. Killed Morg Braca with a strap from a straitjacket in the I think it said Red Wood. It said on the straitjacket the name of the asylum. In the Red Wood Asylum. Yay! Everything is correct. Alright, nice. The suspense there was kind of ruined by the fact that I got an achievement for getting everything right, but okay, so if I remember correctly from the first game, now they will, like, give us a more detailed rundown. Auriel Toussaint, professor of ancient Lemurian history, chewed through his straitjacket strap and suddenly strangled nurse Morg Braca in cell 202. Okay, and we'll probably learn more about who this guy is as we go on. Lazarus Hurst was the leader of the Puritanical Order Party, which governed Albion from 1792 to 1795. Some claim he used a mystical golden idol to see his power. Nowadays, though, this is known to be a myth. So Lazarus Hurst was a very central figure in the first game. I don't remember, like, every event in the first game perfectly well, and I'm gonna spoil what I do remember. So in case you haven't played the first game, Lazarus Hurst was an older man who made himself younger using the golden idol. And what the golden idol could do is it could, like, add and subtract matter from things. So it could, like, add and subtract heat to make things freeze or explode. It could, I don't remember everything it could do. I don't know if it could, like, take away mass to make something disappear or die, but it could absolutely, one of the things it could do was it could take away and give time. So you could, like, point it at an apple and make it shrivel to make it old. And Lazarus Hurst, who went by a different name that I don't remember, he used it to take away time from himself and make himself younger and, like, prop himself up as this prophet. So, yeah. He was the leader of a cult and also a political movement. So that's the backstory. I believe this game takes place in the 1970s, so 200 years after this game, or almost 200 years after the first game. Oh. You've solved the scenario. What's this? Okay, that's just the reel. Okay. So this... What's this? Congratulations on finishing your first case. Welcome to Chapter 1, The Curse, in which a strange threat looms over New Wells. Okay, so that was just kind of a prologue. Academic impact, the death of a brilliant mind. Oh, was I, like, choosing? Hold on, can I... Okay, I can't choose either of these. Okay, so I do need to choose this one first. I was a little confused because it's not the one on top. Why would it be first? But academic impact. Alright, so let's look at these people. First things first. Oh my god, is he dead, Cyril? So this man must be Cyril. Dear Deborah, I am saddened to hear that Brandon's exam results have been rather poor. It seems your son has taken after his father. I warned you about marrying into that family. Mommy. Okay, so this must be Deborah. And a wedding ring. Bagman? This must be Cyril Bagman then. I don't know. Oh, what should we do? Okay, that just gives us the same information as before. A car key. A driver's license. Bagman. Okay. Okay. And there's another person that we still haven't found, but I'm guessing that these are Cyril and Deborah Bagman because they're married. The car's... Hold on. The car's engine is still running. What word did I get from that car? Okay. And there's a building over here. Westbridge the First, property of Sir Isaac. Or Westbridge 1. And we can see inside the building. We kind of have an omniscient point of view in this game, which I think is really cool. You don't have a goal. You're not like a detective, like... The game that most people compare this one to is like Return of the Obra Dinn, and in that game you are very much like driven by your own curiosity, but your main character does have a job in that game, you know? Even if it's a thin premise, you are an insurance claim, I don't know the word. You work with the insurance company and you're trying to figure out what happened to everyone on the ship. This game has none of that. You are just yourself, the player, sitting in your gaming chair, trying to figure out what's going on for your own edification, and I think that's really cool. Alright. Arrange for a taxi to be here at 6 p.m. I have a meeting at 45C Stockard Street. So, whoever wrote this must be Isaac N, I'm guessing. Alright. Who's this guy? Person discovered. The man is not breathing. Slipped, went for, fell from, or collided with. I don't know how he died. A red pen. John Robkin, 391 Pine Street, Eastlake. Thomas Crow, 128 Darkwood Ave, Kings Court. Caleb Reynolds, Eastlake Manor, 714 Anselm Street. I doubt that any of these people are him, and these might just be a bunch of red herring names. A key. Okay. And it's the key to that building, so I'm guessing this is Sir Isaac. Sir, which of these speech titles do you prefer for the graduation ceremony at Imperial University? The shortcomings of Nowak's algorithms. I don't want to criticize my own work in an inspirational speech. Okay, so this is Isaac Novak. In the age of computers, math is a new frontier. Not great, but will do. Okay. A lighter. A pack of Brigantine Blue Blend cigarettes. Okay. So, I don't want to guess that this is actually Isaac Novak, because it could just be a guy who happens to work for him. So I'm gonna hold off on guessing. I am noticing that this man has, I guess these are his shirt sleeves that have torn, but there's a cloth of a similar color caught up here. Okay. Stairs. The stairs are covered with ice and snow. Cigarettes. Alright, we have all the words and all the spots. So these are all the different brands of cigarettes. I already noticed this is the same brand of cigarettes that the nurse was carrying in the first scenario. Interesting. Alright, we can't take anything from here. Alright, what are our events? I'm gonna guess that this is Isaac Novak because we have no other way of... known way of knowing who lives here. Who works there. Isaac Novak, everything is correct. Okay. What did this say again? I have alright, arrange for a taxi to be here at 6 p.m. Okay. So how did he die? Oh, there's something... Oh, that's the stairs again. Story 1, not filled in. Ooh. Interesting. Okay, so Cyril Bagman and Deborah Bagman discovered the body of Isaac Novak, who was there because he... Okay, he got cigarettes from the machine. Okay, so I think... But these cigarettes are not a brand that is found in that machine. So I actually don't think he slipped on the stairs because he has a full pack of cigarettes. I think he fell from the bridge. Yes. Yeah. Because we're supposed to think he slipped on the ice, but he had a full pack of cigarettes that was not from this machine. And there are bits of his clothes hanging from the bridge, suggesting he got caught on the rails or something. So, yeah. While driving home, Deborah and Cyril suddenly noticed the dead body of Sir Isaac Novak, who had fallen from the bridge above, tearing his yellow shirt sleeve in the process. What's this? Thanks for your cooperation. We are happy to cover Brandon's tuition fees, provided our arrangement lasts. Okay, so this is a letter written to the Bagmans. From your side, we expect complete confidentiality about our motivation for funding Brandon. Any breach of this confidentiality will result in a swift termination of funding. Okay, so basically the Bagmans are now being blackmailed because they found Sir Isaac's body, they're being, not blackmailed, bribed. Bribed is the word. They're being bribed with tuition for their son, to keep them quiet. Ooh, alright. Aha, so here we have words that matter. Okay, a few months later, the famous scientist was discovered dead. Okay. So here, we have to fill in the whole story. Okay. A few months later, the famous scientist Isaac Novak was discovered by the Bagman couple. A few days later... Hold on, I might need to go back in here. Do we know the name of the college? Westbridge 1. Do we know the name of the university? Yes, Westbridge University? Oh no. Okay, we don't actually know. A few days later, someone offered to fund Brandon Bagman's tuition in exchange for confidentiality about the fact that Isaac Novak had been affected by something. Okay. Alright, how do we go back? So we can navigate. Alright. Under construction. A brutal blue-collar departure. I like this. This is much more intensive, the stories, right away, but they're still simple going forward with it. In the first game, the chapters were all much more... They were much more intricate, but they were also one at a time. They didn't really affect each other until you started to notice the wider story yourself. Alright, so here we have... Ooh, someone got hit by a falling log, so this is the death at a construction site. Alright, reporter. Which has resulted in the death of foreman Joel Gregson. An upsetting accident indeed. This is Miranda Meadows from New Wells Regional TV. Back to you in the studio. Alright, she's not carrying anything. Let's look at the corpse first. Okay, so it's a tree with a weird, like, indent in it. So this is a guy's face. The man is not breathing. Foreman. Fine, you and the boys can end your shift early today to watch the Pale game, but only if you finish dismantling the old sewage pipes in the construction pit first. These are the tasks for this coming Monday, July 14th. Werder should start digging out the old electric cables. Totsky must demolish the red garage building. Okay. I'm guessing today is July 14th. So he's the foreman. And we got his name already. This is Joel Gregson, and this is Miranda Meadows. She told us her name. Very, very kind of her. Okay. All these people. Yeah, shit happens, Monty. Shit happens. So that man is Monty. Shit, shit, shit! And we missed the Pale game as well, Ted. It was all for nothing. Okay. So, this man is Ted, and this man is Monty, and I'm guessing one of them is Werder and one of them is Totsky. But we don't know who yet. Look, my vehicle has been out of order since yesterday. I requested the repair team. You can check with head office. Okay, let's look at... Did we see who this was from? Okay, he ordered the vehicles. He didn't order the workers to be here. So you're saying that a vehicle has not been working since July 10th. Let me note this down, Mr. Jenkins. So this is Inspector Roy Sampson. This man is Jenkins. Case notes 1977. We can't click on that. That's just something we need, a piece of information we need to be aware of. This was Roy Sampson, and this man was Jenkins. Okay. Hey Roy, come here quick. We've got another corpse. It's fresh, but there's something wrong with it. In the sewer. Gun Ian Worth. Okay. Alright, so this is Ian Worth. Alright, I'm gonna put Monty and Ted next to Werder and Totsky. Maybe that'll help me remember that these guys go with these names. What's in here? Ugh. So this man is not a worker on the construction site. Luke Brown. Social security number or something? A+. There's easy work at the old docks. Ask the locals for Hunter Wolf. Benny Crystal. The man is not breathing. Okay. What's wrong with his eyes? Jeez. This man's eyes didn't look like that, did they? It's like to indicate he was dead? No, there's like something specifically wrong with his eyes. An old military dog tag. Okay, that's what that was. Okay. Okay, so a man holding a fish. Looks like this guy. Ah, and I can move him around too. That looks like this guy. So whoever has the bulldozer is Ted. Unless this is like his boyfriend's vehicle. But no, he's just proud of his fish, I think. Oh, safety rules. When operating grade 2 heavy machinery, such as demolisher, excavator, or cutter, check the machine's status lights. Report to the service team if you see any errors. Vehicles. Oh, jeez. And we're supposed to say who operates which machine. I like these little bits of... I've seen other people complain about this thing that's very common in the Golden Idol games, is that they have these extra bits of information that aren't just names and filling out events. Like, I find them very helpful. Like, again, I'm going to compare this game to Obra Dinn. Obra Dinn doesn't ask you to fill these things out, but it asks you to notice them, right? Like, it doesn't ask you to say which socks belong to which man in the game, but it still asks you to notice, you know? So I find having a place to put these things down very useful. Alright, so this guy was the foreman, so he wouldn't have been operating any of these machines, I don't think. Okay. And this machine goes to Best Bill. Okay, so I'm guessing that this man is Bill Jenkins. We have all the words, okay. This man is Bill Jenkins because that's the only first name we don't have. So, Mwerder and Totsky. I'm gonna check this again. Okay, so Totsky uses the Demolisher, which must be the Wrecking Ball. Hold on. What are the names of the vehicles? Demolisher, Excavator, Cutter. So I'm guessing this is Cutter, Demolisher, Excavator. Alright, this is Bill Jenkins, so he goes in the blue one. This man, his picture was in the excavator. Yes, so he must work in the excavator, and this man works the demolisher. Yes, we got it! Alright. And from there, I think we can figure out the last names. So Werder works with the excavator. So that would be Ted. And Totsky with the demolisher. Okay, and we found the name of the homeless man, so Luke Brown. And Luke Brown. Everything is correct. Nice. Alright, now let's take a look at the events. Someone used the something on the something something. This resulted in the death of Joel Gregson. Following this, the body of Luke Brown was found unexpectedly. Okay, so now we need to figure out which machine was used on the pipe. Yeah, because it's not a tree, it's a pipe, I see. Because there are brakes. Yeah, the brakes match with the pipe, okay. On the... Hold on. Werder should start digging out the old electric cables, or hold on. My vehicle has been out of order since yesterday. Okay, so these detectives are trying to figure out who did this. So which of these guys would have been able to pull this out? I think that, yes, this guy's machine, the cutter, was not working, according to him. Okay, I'm trying to figure out... Sewage pipe? Okay. We can brute force this a little bit. I feel like the guy who's freaking out... The guy who's freaking out would be the one who did it, so... He would have used... the Demolisher? Monty Toski would have used the Demolisher. And if it's not him... Yes, I did it. Made the most sense to me. I figured it would be Monty because he was freaking out the most. Foreman Joel needed to remove a sewage pipe, but the cutter vehicle was out of order. Not wanting to miss a pail game, he asked Monty to use his Demolisher instead. This led to Joel being crushed by the pipe. Police arrived and during their investigation found another fresh body inside the sewage pipe. Ooh, paper airplane. You have seen his body. It would be a shame if it got out that the man who was an inspiration to the world was just another junkie, like one of those homeless deadbeats. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone, but there are those who might. I suggest you talk to the commissioner. Alright, during the construction yard accident, the body of Luke Brown was found in a sewage pipe, afflicted by a strange condition that police named the something something. We haven't found that yet. And this person was also and Isaac was also affected by the something something, which we couldn't tell because we couldn't see his eyes. Yeah. Alright. Alright, let's see. Can we finish this scenario today? Story 1. Newsflash. The sudden announcement of a sinister cult. Alright. Oh, this is one where we can go different places. Alright, we know this guy. We recognize this guy, the detective. It's alright. Apparently 9th District needs help, so I've been promoted to homicide lead there. Besides, if this is some drug cult thing, it's definitely out of my wheelhouse. Roy, get to Sebastian's office immediately and bring these case files of yours. Possum 13, Beetle 4, Cougar 9. Okay. This is the other detective, Ian Worth. What the hell, Roy? I thought you called this conference. What is old Seb blathering about up there in the podium? Are you off the case? What's a bloody demonic drug cult expert? Never heard of it. Oh boy. Is the family going to press charges against the municipality? I am thankful for our police force. It's one of the few corruption-free institutions we have. As the commissioner said, the death was a tragic accident. Why do the police call the cause of all these deaths the Red Curse? Alright, we have the name of it. Is there really a demon-worshipping cult? It's just shorthand. We strongly believe the deaths are linked to a demon-worshipping drug cult, and we plan to involve experts from out of the state. Are you considering any explanations other than a connection to drugs? For instance, a deliberate assassination through telepathy? We deal with real crime, sir, not fantasy. Next question, please. Okay. So is this like a police commissioner conference? During the conference, this guy, Sebastian, I'm guessing his name is, claimed the case blah was a blah blah. Or are these the cases that we're trying to, like, find the names of? The case blah has a strong blah blah. Okay, so we're trying to interpret whatever these people were saying here. Okay. These are the two topics I wanted to cover today. I can offer you 5 minutes for a couple of questions now. Press conference at 1 p.m. on December 7th. They expect updates on the high-profile case and the string of bum deaths. So those are the two cases that we're talking about. This woman. I appreciate you joining me, Jack. It's nice to see a familiar face. These vultures are after Father's reputation. I convinced the police to release his body today, so we can start preparing for the funeral. Unfortunately, it will have to be a closed casket ceremony. The fall has disfigured his face. Are these Isaac Novak's children, or his daughter at the very least? To the rest of the executive team, I appreciate the offer to take time off to mourn, but we must prove that the International Knowledge Foundation can function without its creator. Therefore, I will continue leading it. All Foundation projects listed below should proceed uninterrupted. Third World Light, Wisdom Interconnected, and Rare Talent Fund. Rare Talent Fund was where the bribe for Brendan's tuition came from. So Rare Talent Fund is associated with the International Knowledge Foundation. Okay. This man must be Jack. I know we haven't been close lately, but I had to come and support my cousin. Don't worry about the closed casket thing. Your father was the greatest scientist of the modern age, and I assure you his legacy will live on. Okay. Let's get the names of all the people we can see here down for now. Roy... Hold on. Roy Sampson. This was Ian Worth. Yes. This is Sebastian. And this is Jack. We don't have these names yet, although I suspect she is Novak's daughter. Okay, so that's all we can look at out here. Let's go here. Ugh. Okay, so this is like the police headquarters, I guess. Autopsy table. Cause of death. Hemorrhage from bullet wounds. Murder. Unknown. Connected to Cougar 9. C. Blunt trauma to the back of the head. Or D. Asphyxiation with a rope. Suicide? Okay. So the only one we can see is C. So this was blunt trauma to the back of the head. Gecko 71. Hemorrhage from bullet wounds. So this one is definitely A. Tiger 98. Monkey 34. Beetle 4. Beetle 4 we've already seen. Okay, so asphyxiation with a rope. So that's probably this one, because it looks like he has, like, strangulation marks. This one must be... This one must be B, even though it's connected to Beetle 4. Okay. And here. The police symbol is a very, very buff eagle. Okay. Face discovered. Okay, this is the man... Victim. This is a picture of something something from the case something. His body lies on table... Okay, we saw which table he was on. His death is linked to the something something. Okay. Alright, I think... I didn't note down who was on which table. We can go back to that scene easily. Alright. Case name, Cougar 9, Red Curse Cases. Opened July 11th, 1977. Led by Roy Sampson, first victim Luke Brown. Potential witnesses / suspects. Benny Crystal, friend, Hunter Wolf. Work? Those were both names in the note that was on Luke's body. Benny and Hunter. Yikes. Okay. Case name, Possum 13, Small Canal Case, opened December 1st, 1977, led by Roy Sampson. Deceased, homeless individual, alias Dirty William, found in a container at the old docks on Stockard Street. Cause of death unknown, but clearly connected to Cougar 9. That was a big, loud noise. Okay. Welcome to the Wisdom Interconnected Network. Please input query. Computer, let me in. Command not recognized. Please input query. Dear Mr. Walsh, congratulations on becoming Wisdom Interconnected's newest board member. Our next board meeting is in June, after which you will receive biannual remuneration. Meanwhile, please accept the latest DAC 2 computing machine as a token of our appreciation. Okay, so this office belongs to Mr. Walsh. Maybe this is Sebastian's office? The Allied States of Hesperia flag, so that's the country this takes place in. Alright. Case name, closed. Read by Roy Sampson, deceased Sir Isaac Novak, world-famous scientist and philanthropist. Elizabeth Novak, Adam Novak, and Jack Novak. Okay, so Elizabeth Novak and Jack Novak. So we know the names now. Words. So... Sir A to Z. Elizabeth, and they're both Novak. And Jack Nowak. I'm guessing that this is Sebastian's office? Yes, okay. Because it seems like he's in charge somehow. Alright. During the conference, Sebastian Walsh claimed that... Alright, let's look at the events that we're trying to figure out first. New Wells Police scheduled a press conference to announce that someone had been a victim, or, hold on, this is probably Isaac Novak. Isaac Novak had been a victim of the Red Curse. Before the conference, someone offered Sebastian Walsh a board position and a computer. Okay. As a result, during the conference, he declared that he had been a victim of a drug... Hold on. Hold on. I need to go back outside and look at a few things. Okay. Yes, he's the commissioner, Sebastian. A drug connection? Is that... a drug connection? Sebastian Walsh offered... Nope. That's not what I word. Sebastian Walsh said that Isaac Novak had been the victim of something. Okay, so who offered Sebastian the computer? Someone from Wisdom Interconnected. And I believe that Wisdom Interconnected... Okay. Ah, Elizabeth Novak. So this is something that she wrote. So I'm guessing that Elizabeth is the one who offered him the computer. Okay. Let's see. 2 or fewer incorrect. Okay. I think that it's this that is incorrect. A drug case? A drug accident? A tragic accident? Yes! Okay. The day the conference was announced, Elizabeth Novak visited Police Commissioner Sebastian Walsh and offered him a lucrative board position with one of the foundations she led. In exchange, she wanted him to hide facts about her father's death. So this is why she was saying that his face was disfigured and that it had to be a closed casket funeral, because his eyes showed that he had been a victim of the Red Curse. Sebastian accepted the proposal. He swiftly promoted Roy Sampson to another position and took over the conference announcements. Okay, we still have stuff to finish in there, though. I still need to figure out... Okay, so this is Isaac Novak. I think... Okay. Okay, we need to figure out what table he's on. So he is on B. Table B. His death is linked to the Red Curse. And he's from the case Beetle 4. Alright, everything's correct there. Okay. Now we need to go back outside. So the case, I think, Cougar 9 is... Cougar 9 relates to the Red Curse, and it is a drug something, and the case Beetle 4 has a strong, no, I think Cougar 9 has a strong drug connection, and Beetle 4 was a tragic accident. Yay! Alright, we got everything right. Alright, so now we're gonna go back to this one and see what this is. Summary of evidence to Roy Sampson. Beetle 4 had the same affliction as Cougar 9, strong. Beetle 9 and Cougar 9 had the same cause of death, weak. Foreign substance present. Cougar 9, 0. Beetle 4, 0. So none of them were poisoned. Cougar 9 notes. Notable places. Benny's Place. Drug pushing office. 3 warehouses in the old docks. FARP warehouse. Would not let us in without a warrant. Old warehouse. Decommissioned in 1950. Homeless congregate there. Steelside warehouse. Completely empty with evidence of recent cleaning. Notable witnesses. Benny Crystal claims he hardly knew Luke Brown and they were not friendly. Advised contacting Hunter Wolf, who has a workshop in Steelside warehouse and offers odd jobs to people like Luke. We're unable to find Hunter Wolf. No traces in the Steelside warehouse or anywhere else in the docks. Alright, so now we need to fill out this whole story. So Luke Brown was found in a sewage pipe, afflicted by the Red Curse. Isaac was discovered by the Bagman family. So I think that it was Elizabeth Novak who offered to fund Brandon Bagman's tuition in exchange for confidentiality about the fact that Isaac Novak had been affected by the Red Curse. Hours before the conference, Sebastian Walsh, was offered a similar deal and took it. However, the laboratory investigation found 0 evidence that either Red Curse victim had been a drug user. That's why they're talking about foreign substances. After being contacted by someone... Okay, so Elizabeth Novak, worried that everyone would think Isaac Novak had been a drug user because most of the people who were afflicted by the Red Curse were bums or homeless people or unhoused people. I didn't say the word bums, the game did. Had been a drug user. Alright, everything is correct. Alright, I think that probably saved. And I think I'll move on to Story 2 next time. I'm already really liking this game. Fantastic so far. It's everything that I remember the first game being. Check that game out if you're interested, but I do hope you'll stick around for this one. Alright, next time I will work on Story 2. Until then, I have been Mars, and I will be back with more The Rise of the Golden Idol.